Over the years, I've collected gear. When I was young in Salt Lake, back in the 70s, gear was pretty heavy, and I hiked all over the Wasatch, backpacked and camped out. And I've continued to do outdoor adventures, mostly river running the last few years, but that's pretty luxurious because you're floating everything on a boat. So I'm thinking about backpacking again. You know, I'm getting to such an age that, yeah, that might be something fun to do. So anyway, I'm going to try out my gear tonight in the yurt with, I've got a wood stove in the yurt, and we'll fire that up, and it should be pretty cozy, and then by morning it should be cool. It's the 30th of December in Wyoming, so, you know, it can get cold. We'll see. We'll see how my gear does. And then I'm thinking tomorrow night, if all works out well tonight, that I will get my tent out and just camp in the pasture here, in the llama pasture, and see what that does. You know, there's supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow, but you know, some wind. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. See how the gear holds up. And setting up my sleeping pad here, I've got a Big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe, insulated. It's pretty heavy. I don't know if I'd be able to use it, you know, on longer backpacks, but probably for an overnight, which is what I plan to do. And right away, I'd be able to use it. So it comes with this really nice bag. Back in the old days, you used to have to blow them up by lung power, and I guess, you know, I could still do that if I had to, but after you hiked all day, maybe that's not something you'd want to do. Blowing up the pads with these bags also has another benefit. It keeps moisture from getting into the bag. So when you're breathing out all that moisture, and it can get inside there, and things can grow that you don't want in there. So I got one of these Gossamer Gear 1/4-inch ultralight pads. And the reason I got that is I've had pads like this before, and on tent floors, they tend to slip around. I've got a Sea to Summit one that's not insulated that weighs almost nothing, but I thought, you know, this would add some R value, and it also might keep it from sliding around. So let's see about that. So I've got my sleepy bag. For years I've been calling it a sleepy bag. I taught English as a second language years and years ago when I was in my 20s down at UC San Diego in the program in American Language and Culture. And I had this Swiss student who always called it a sleepy bag. We had all these adventures. I took him out camping, and oh my gosh, it was fun. But anyway, sleepy bag. Here's my sleepy bag. It's a Western Mountaineering 20-degree Terra. I've had this bag for a while. I got it up at Sylvan Peaks up in Red Lodge, and it's been a good bag. I took it all over the place this summer, and I was never even cool, but we'll see. We'll see about this. And so the plan is sleep here tonight, get up in the morning, I'll make some tea, and you know, just kind of hang out in the cold, kind of get used to it. Might as well be someplace close to home, and this is about as close to home as I can get. My house is 100 yards from here. So let the fire go out tonight, and it'll be nice and cool in here. And then tomorrow night, the plan is to go out into the llama pasture and set up the tent and sleep out there and just see how the gear does. I mean, ease into it slow. Why not? Okay, see you soon. Well, that was cold. It got down to 10 last night. Probably the yurt gave me 20 degrees. So my 20-degree bag did well. It was probably, you know, 30 in there. There was a little ice on my water bottles. I was fine as long as the fire was going. and then it got really cold by morning. But I was fine inside my sleeping bag. Once I got up, however, that was a little chilly awakening. But you know, I think it's not so bad. Today's pretty nice. There's a little breeze blowing. It's about 25 now, and there's a little breeze blowing, so not so bad. But I think I'm gonna call this experiment. I was gonna sleep in my tent tonight, but you know, 10 degrees. I just don't have the gear for it. So anyway, it's an experiment. It's all an experiment, and I'm still kind of, you know, so intrigued by this ultralight backpacking and going out. I mean, I think I might, you know, this summer try and go out, you know, do a few overnights or two-day overnights. We'll see. It'll all be part of the George adventure. Okay, see you next week.